So you're a single person and you're thinking about moving to another country to get married. Should you do it? And where would I go if I had two options? Hey, I'm Nicholas Dembski, the Single Dad Nomad, helping you make money while traveling the world on a budget. And today I'm going to give you two places that I would travel to if I wanted to get married. Now, obviously, you could travel to any country in the world that you wanted to go to, and you could get married there. You could, if you're an American like me, take your American partner, fly to another country, get married there. You could still be legally married under American law. That would be no problem, obviously. There are also lots of countries where you could go and get married to a local and get citizenship and residency and move to that country full-time and really integrate into the community if that's what your ultimate goal was. But in this video, I want to discuss the two countries that I would decide to move to if I were really looking for a full-time partner, someone I wanted to get married to, but also wanted to enjoy possibly some of the benefits of getting married in that country. So the first country is one that I've talked about a lot, and that is Thailand. Now, why would I want to get married in Thailand? Number one is because if you go to anywhere in Southeast Asia, you will just find that a lot of the women are really, really pretty. Out of all the girls I've dated in my life, Thailand probably has some of the most beautiful girls that I've dated. They have really nice skin and eyes and hair. And they're also just really sweet and fun to hang out with. But beyond that, if I really wanted to move to Thailand and live there full time, it would be really ideal to have someone that I'm married to there, because if you're a foreigner like me, you can't really buy a ton of property in Thailand. Now, you could buy something like a condominium or something like that, but you're not going to own the land underneath it. Let's say you want to go buy a hotel or you want to buy a house somewhere. Again, you can't own the land underneath it. But if you get married to somebody who's a Thai national, they can own that land, and together, if you're married, you can much more easily integrate and have property in Thailand and just live there full time. And again, you know, I love to live in places that offer me nice climate, nice food, really kind people, but also gives me a chance to live on a budget. And Thailand's a great place for it. Getting married there, I also don't think would be very expensive, just because the country in itself is quite cheap. But that being said, if you wanted to throw an absolute banger and have a bash of a wedding, there are tons of places all over the country where you could do that. The second country that I would move to if I really wanted to get married would be Colombia. And there's a couple reasons why. As a foreigner, if you're just looking to move to Colombia or invest in Colombia, it's not like Thailand. You don't necessarily have to marry someone or be super connected to anyone in the culture in order to make that financial breach into the country. You could just easily get residency or even citizenship by starting a business there or making a pretty significant investment in real estate, for example. But I think it's a really viable option for single people who want to go get married in another country, because Colombia has a really, not like party culture, there is that side to it, but it's very welcoming and very warming. And when you get there, people just love to talk to you as a foreigner, and it's really easy to get to know people. And thankfully, a lot of the population is using apps. If you're not so much into talking to people one-on-one, you could easily get on like Tinder or Bumble or an app like that and find somebody that you connect with. And I find that people in a country like Colombia, they're more open to people like me. For example, I'm a single dad, I'm in my mid-30s. You know, in the United States, it can sometimes be hard to find a date here because as a single parent who's already past their prime, I guess, maybe some people aren't just even including my age range in their Tinder searches. But I find that in other countries, people are a lot more open to age differences and things like that. So you might actually find somebody who's younger than you if you're looking for somebody who has got a little bit more spirit in them, or you might find somebody who's older than you and has a little bit more stability in their life and, you know, can take care of you better. Either way, I think you can find somebody in Colombia that will match your needs. Even before you get that far into the relationship, there's tons of great places to go on dates in Colombia. There's a ton of dancing there. You know, every single city has kind of its own dancing flavor. There's all kinds of places to go out, like parks. There's access to both oceans out there, the Atlantic and the Pacific. There's islands. There's just so much to do. You could visit the Amazon. A ton of experiences you could go and have and really get to know somebody and bond with them over the life experiences that you can enjoy together in a country that's just beautiful and welcoming and obviously is a great place to live on a budget. I've got some other videos about Colombia you might like, how to move there on a budget, some places I've rented. And if you like this video, then please subscribe, smash the like button. And hey, before you go, I want to give you some free money. Click the link down in the description box to get the Acorns investing app. It's going to give you $5 for free just to get started. Use my link and make money like me. Peace.